As of the current date in the USA, we're witnessing one of the most significant financial moments many currency holders have been waiting for. Welcome back to Iraqi Dinar News, your trusted source for reliable and timely updates. Today is more than just another day on the calendar. July 11th is being declared the turning point that could redefine the financial futures of countless individuals. After years filled with speculation and anticipation, the revaluation of both the Iraqi dinar, IQD, and the Vietnamese dong, VND, has officially begun. This is not speculation or rumor, this is a real, confirmed development now being implemented by global financial bodies. This long-awaited move brings clarity to years of uncertainty. The Iraqi Central Bank and the Vietnamese financial authorities have initiated a shift in their respective currency values, stepping forward with updated exchange rate structures. This decision follows extensive global financial consultations, internal restructuring, and increased monetary stability. For those who have held on to dinar or dong over the years, this is the confirmation they've been waiting for, proof that patience is being rewarded. Let's unpack what this means in real terms. A revaluation, simply put, is when a government formally increases the value of its currency relative to others. For instance, if the dinar was previously valued at $0.00 and it is revalued to even $0.01 or more, that's a dramatic rise in value. The same applies to the dong. This change could transform modest currency holdings into sizable dollar or euro equivalents. Revaluation reflects the country's improved economic footing and acknowledges the long-term confidence of currency holders. But why now? Why is July 11 the chosen day? For months, insiders in the financial world have hinted that mid-2025 would be a strategic period for a monetary shift. Both Iraq and Vietnam have made major strides. Iraq has increased oil output, bolstered political stability, and improved its central banking functions. Vietnam has achieved consistent economic expansion, strengthened trade networks, and fostered greater foreign cooperation. These improvements have built the global confidence needed to proceed with a new currency valuation, without destabilizing either nation's economy. A major challenge Iraq previously faced was handling cash liquidity and producing enough physical currency, especially high denominations like the 25,000 IQD note. In response, the Central Bank of Iraq has invested in updated printing infrastructure, expanded its physical reserves, and enhanced transaction processing systems. This backbone of support allows Iraq to sustain a stronger dinar in daily use, supporting the credibility of the revaluation. Meanwhile, Vietnam has also been strategically preparing for a currency value reset. With a focus on manufacturing, exports, and foreign direct investment, Vietnam has positioned its economy to support a stronger currency valuation. According to economists, the dong has remained undervalued for years. With this adjustment, Vietnam can more accurately reflect its real economic position on the global stage. This move is expected to control inflation domestically, improve consumer confidence, and increase foreign business interest in Vietnam's markets. So, what does this mean for you if you currently hold IQD or VND? Quite possibly, it means you are sitting on a much more valuable asset than you had yesterday. Investors who bought currency in small quantities, say a few $100s, may now be looking at gains reaching into the thousands or even tens of thousands, depending on market dynamics and rollout timing. But, and this is critical, knowing when and how to exchange is just as important as holding the currency itself. Early data suggest a potential revaluation range for the Iraqi dinar between $0.10 and $0.50, while the Vietnamese dong might rise to anywhere between $0.05 and $0.25. These figures are not set in stone but are solid starting points based on current indicators. If you're holding 1 million dinar or dong, even a shift of just a few cents in value could mean substantial gain. Still, caution is key. Jumping into exchange too early or through unverified channels could jeopardize your investment. Wait for confirmed exchange windows and only use authorized, licensed institutions to handle your conversion. Security is also a pressing concern. With such large movements of currency and value, scams are inevitable. Bad actors are already surfacing, offering fake exchange deals or asking for excessive upfront fees. Remember this: if something feels suspicious, it probably is. Always verify before taking action. Call your bank or financial institution in advance to confirm their policy on handling foreign currency exchanges, particularly for dinar and dong. In the coming days, banks, currency exchange centers, and possibly dedicated redemption facilities will begin processing IQD and VND conversions. Not all facilities will be ready at once, and regional policies may vary. Some banks might need additional documentation or implement limits based on local regulations. Calling ahead and asking clear, direct questions will save you from headaches later. Another area many of you are concerned about is the broader financial impact. Will this revaluation influence the global markets or the strength of the US dollar? In the immediate future, major economic shifts are unlikely. However, as more IQD and VND are exchanged and liquidity enters the system, a gradual impact on trade balances, capital flows, and emerging markets may occur. The introduction of a stronger dinar and dong could result in more investment into Iraq and Vietnam, potentially increasing their influence in global oil trade, manufacturing sectors, and digital commerce. Over time, this could encourage stronger ties between Eastern and Western financial hubs. Then, there's the matter of taxes, a crucial but often overlooked detail. Profits made from currency exchanges are typically treated as capital gains or taxable income, depending on the jurisdiction. This applies to both small and large transactions. To avoid unexpected tax issues, consult with a licensed tax advisor before conducting any high-value exchanges. Proper planning ensures you're legally protected. Keep all documentation, including purchase receipts and exchange confirmations. It's always better to be organized than caught off guard by a regulatory agency. Now you may be asking, how long will this exchange window remain open? The truth is, no one knows for certain. Some analysts believe the optimal window could last only a few weeks, while others suggest it could extend across several months, possibly with phased or tiered exchange levels. Early participants might receive more favorable rates, while those who delay could see marginally reduced returns. So while there's no need to rush into a decision today, delaying too long could mean missing the best opportunity. This isn't just a financial milestone, it's an emotional one too. For years, people have waited, researched, and held on to hope that one day the investments in IQD and VND would pay off. You've endured delays, contradictory headlines, and market fluctuations. Now that patience is finally being validated. This moment is more than numbers on a screen. It's a turning point for those who dared to believe in a brighter financial future. That sense of hope is what has carried so many through uncertainty, and now it's paying dividends. From this point forward, what can you do to ensure success? First, stay informed. Make sure you're subscribed to Iraqi Dinar News and enable notifications to receive alerts the moment news breaks. Next, have your records ready. Know how much currency you own, when you purchased it, and where you plan to complete your exchange. Third, connect with a trusted financial professional who can walk you through the nuances of capital gains, tax strategy, and reinvestment options. Finally, stay skeptical of internet rumors. Social media is already buzzing with misinformation. Don't act on unverified claims. It's essential to also think beyond the initial exchange. A revaluation is not the finish line. It's a doorway to future opportunity. If Iraq and Vietnam continue to stabilize and attract global investment, the revaluation could spark broader economic development. Better job creation, rising middle-class wealth, and greater integration into global trade could follow. For international investors, this opens new doors into emerging markets that were once considered too unstable or unpredictable. This event also speaks to a larger trend: global monetary recalibration. As more countries explore shifts in their exchange policies, Other undervalued currencies may eventually undergo similar evaluations. That's why keeping your ear to the ground and continuing to study financial developments is crucial. This moment could be the beginning of a much broader cycle of rebalancing currencies across Asia, the Middle East, and beyond. As we close, let's revisit the significance of this day. July 11, 2025 will likely be remembered for years to come, not just by financial analysts or economists, but by everyday individuals who made a choice to invest in something they believed in. The Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong are no longer seen as dormant speculative assets. They are now being recognized as legitimate players in the international financial landscape. What happens next depends not only on global trends, but on the decisions you make in the coming days and weeks. Stay alert, stay grounded, and above all, stay hopeful. This is your moment to navigate a new financial era with wisdom and care. If this update provided clarity, make sure to like, share, and leave a comment below. Tell us, how are you preparing? What does this revaluation mean for your future? We want to hear your voice. We'll be back soon with more breaking coverage and insights here on Iraqi Dinar News. Until then, stay safe and stay prepared. The future is unfolding. Be ready to meet it.